We
It's
live?
thinking. And we're live.
Oh, we're
Hi,
live.
Freddie.
It started. Hi, Fernando.
How's it going?
Good. Finally.
Right. Finally. That 24 hours that it took to authenticate our account,
Yeah.
it finally passed. It's been, actually, it's been a little over 24 hours now, but it's happening. So,
I know. This is kind of.
wait,
Oh,
go
we got
ahead.
an extra. This is kind of crazy, but we got one more subscriber right now. We're up to a whole 7.
Oh, are we? A whole 7, huh?
A whole 7 subscribers. But it's kind of funny that we're finally doing it. We can only go up from here.
All right. So, what are we discussing today, Freddie?
Oh, look, we have our first comment. We have a viewer. Hi, Paul. Welcome to our channel. This is our first time going live.
Does it doesn't
It doesn't work.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to see something on there, but it doesn't necessarily show who else is on there, huh?
No, you can't see who's watching unless they talk. So you get a lot of lurkers and people who don't subscribe and things like that. But it's okay because if you see up in the left-hand corner, it tells you how many people are viewing. There's a number.
Oh, okay.
On the screen. Fernando.
But not everybody else can see that though, right?
No, it's only us because we're the owners of the channel.
Oh, so the other people like who are watching this too, like how does this chat thing work? Like are they able to like see what's going on in our little chat box? Or is that only for us?
Well, no, the chat box is from YouTube. So there's a delay from StreamYard to YouTube. So on YouTube, they can see only what's over there and we see what's over here. But I see you in real time and they get like a slight delay. It's just like, you know, when you're on Instagram and you're going live, you have a delay before you see the comments.
I've never gone live.
Me either. But, you always see like the people reading things. And you're like, someone sent that message a while ago.
Oh, okay. And that's just for the delay of StreamYard.
Yeah. Oh, we've got another viewer. So people are watching now.
Okay.
It's kind of crazy.
So what is our topic today, Freddie? What are we discussing?
12 inches in your nose.
12 inches in my nose. That's right. 12 inches curved and all the way in my nose.
So what happened?
All right. So as we'd previously
explain to us how you found this.
Well, actually, so our podcast that we had, recorded yesterday still hasn't even gone out yet. So, I mean, nobody even really knows, my story. So we had a little Corona scare. Wasn't exactly sure what it was. Was thinking maybe it was like a common cold. Had some coughing, sneezing, like congestion in my throat and, in my nose and everything. But when was it? Sunday? Kind of had an abrupt loss of smell where I really wasn't smelling too well. I actually wasn't smelling anything.
Wait, but
what's that?
Did you wake up in the morning and then already not have any smell, or you didn't even notice it?
No, so I didn't notice it until the evening. So like we were actually cooking dinner. And I was like, I'm kind of having some difficulty here with my smell. I'm like, what exactly is this? But started smelling some stuff in the kitchen, kind of realized that it fully wasn't there. I was like, all right, this isn't good. But kind of also realized that I lost some of my taste too. Like, as I was eating dinner, it wasn't even really tasting what we were eating. And I was like, kind of did some Google work, looked it up on Google, and I mean, there wasn't anything like very reputable. There was just some little like 3 little sites that were talking on there, and nothing that I even recognized any names, but they did link it. They're like, oh, it's possibly a symptom of the coronavirus. And I'm like, I don't know. Doesn't sound very official. So that night I ended up going to bed. Next day, woke up, and sure enough, it was all over. It was all over the news, like CNN, MSNBC, Fox, everything. It was posting about it on the internet, how loss of smell is now the newest symptom of the corona. But it was saying that it's not necessarily, it might necessarily be the only symptom that you're going to have. You might not have, any of those other ones. You might have a fever or anything else. The only symptom that you might have would be your loss of smell. So I'm like, crap. So I ended up
Wait, so you don't
work.
you don't feel sick in any way, or?
No, not at all. Like the only thing that I kind of do have is like right now I kind of have a slight cough. But it's not even super consistent. Like, I mean, today I probably coughed maybe like 4 or 5 times. But to err on the side of caution. So anyways, had a phone appointment with my doctor yesterday. And she was like, oh, you sound fine. She's saying that, oh, maybe it's possibly just the common cold. Doesn't sound like it's anything too drastic. No need for concern here, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right. So today, as I'm still seeing things on YouTube and seeing things on the news media, I'm like, you know what? I feel that maybe she just didn't know this was the newest symptom. Maybe she didn't realize, didn't read the news. Maybe they didn't send out an article. I don't know. I don't know how it works in the medical field. But so today I called, had another phone appointment, and talked to a different doctor. And she had a little more reason for concern. She was like, you know what? We do, let me discuss this with, she paid somebody, I don't know, a specialist or something. And she gave me a call back a little while later. And she's like, you know what? All right, we're going to get you in. We want you to come in and get tested for it because you do sound like you have some of the symptoms. It's only a couple, but she wanted to do it. So I'm like, all right, let's do it. So she said, come in and you'll stay in your car the whole time. Give me directions on how to get to this place. And so I drove up, and as you can see in our, the video that you just posted, our little teaser, I was pretty much the only car. There was one car in front of us when we pulled up. They drove away. We pulled in. There was one car behind us at one point, but was there for less than 20 minutes and got the test. But I will tell you, it was pretty intense. I like the fact that I didn't have to get out of my car, didn't have to pay a copay, didn't have to actually meet face to face, with like a doctor. I want to say it was a nurse that probably did it, but had me roll in my window, asked me a couple of questions, and they had this. It was a swab. It was about maybe this long, and it kind of looked like a miniature toilet scrubber brush. I'm going to say like a dental pick, and they just like, put it in my nose, and it just kind of kept going. And it was the weirdest feeling ever. I got to tell you, like, I felt like a spider was crawling up my nose, down my throat. Like you just could just feel it, and then pull it out. And then she's like, oh, I have to do the other side. I'm like, what? The other side?
It's like scratching?
Kind of like it was thin. Like it wasn't big. I mean, what do you call those? Like a PVC pipe cleaner or whatever? Like you could make things like in elementary school and stuff.
Oh, like
they have like a tiny piece of metal inside. I mean, it was probably that thick. Like, I mean, it was super thin.
But that's thick.
And no, it was pretty thin. Like it was a thin one. I mean, it was super thin. And just like put it up there, and it just went in, and then I could feel it just kind of go back, and it wasn't a pleasant feeling. But so it did both sides, and all right, you're done. And I was like, oh, okay. And my eyes were watering like crazy, and I had my glasses on. I had to take them off, and I was like rubbing my eyes, and she's like, just push on your nose. She's like, that'll help stop the watering. And I'm like, all right. So it was easy. It was super, super easy, but it was something that I would never want to do again. And I hope I don't have to. And I'm sorry for the people who have to do it.
Did they advise you on not to go out in public or not to go back to work or Anything like that?
Yeah. So when I had my appointment this morning on the phone, she straight up said, "All right, well, we're gonna keep you out of work for 14 days. We want you to be home quarantined."
Oh,
And she sent me a note and everything. And I mean, work was very understanding. They didn't want me there either. It's pretty much. So I mean, I have 14 days, and I'm gonna stay home. She said she gave me a recommendation for some over-the-counter medications that I could take if I had any symptoms. But then she said, try to have it delivered or see if somebody else can pick it up. So,
ooh.
yeah, just to limit the exposure
Yeah,
to.
it's kind of hectic. You could be. So she pretty much thinks you have it, or just as a precaution not to go.
I'm so sorry, your mic cut out, but you said it could be what?
I was saying, did she say that you have it, or just as a precaution not to go out in public,
Oh,
or
it just a precaution. I mean, I definitely, there's a high chance that I don't have it, that, just all of a sudden I had these cold-like symptoms and, I just lost my sense of smell and my sense of taste, which I've never once happened in my entire life. But I mean, there's a chance. So, she just said just to err on like the side of caution, just stay home. But test is going to take, she said, 5 to 7 days to come back. So, kind of just waiting around, killing my sick time, sitting here at home, patiently waiting. So,
but are you at least getting paid while you're on sick time? You're
yeah,
getting paid, or
yeah, I am using my own personal sick time. So, I mean, it's still my sick time that I accumulated, but at least I'm not sitting here not making any money.
oh wow, yeah, but are they sure that it only takes 2 weeks and then you're perfectly fine to go back to work, or they don't know that yet? Because if she
That's
only
what they
gave you
were
2 weeks, what if
saying.
you're still sick?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
they were actually very accommodating, and they did say, to call back to make another appointment. Let's talk about it, and just to kind of see where it goes. But it was whatever is longest. So it was 14 days from the onset, or 7 days once all of the symptoms like go away. So it's either or, I imagine. But
So can you get worse?
so I mean, it could
Or
be. I hope not. Yeah, I mean, what's scary is that I don't know, watching all of the news, watching all of the negativity, talking all this different stuff, and, hearing what the different symptoms are and what the different things are. Like, my biggest concern is, what if this is just the beginning and it does get worse? So we'll see.
it's kind of
But
freaky, though.
yeah, it definitely is. But fingers crossed, be optimistic. I mean, there is a chance that, what if
Yeah,
it's just a cold? What if? But then there's a chance, what
yeah,
if it's not? So better be safe than
yeah.
sorry. I guess I'll
Did,
struggle with that. What's that?
no, go ahead.
Oh, I said I would struggle with, getting that pipe down my nose. So take one for the team.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, as long as you can get better. Well, I mean, I don't know. You're not really worse, but you're not better, because if you can't taste or smell anything, it's
No, not at all.
kind of sucks.
But, what we were discussing was maybe this is a good time to start eating healthy, like today, for example, I got an ice cream. Like, why did I get an ice cream? I wasn't even really able to taste it. Like, I don't know, like maybe it's like some sort of like mind control or whatever you call that, like where my mind is telling me, ooh, you taste it. But what's stopping me from eating like some healthy yogurt or something and be like, ooh, this is, a McFlurry. But I don't know. We'll see. We're going to kind of see how this just kind of goes out in the next couple of days.
Yeah, so she I love it.
What?
I love it. You're like, well, maybe because I might have the corona. Well, maybe I'll eat healthy. But what is your ideal of healthy? Because you don't eat anything. You're like chicken.
I've been really, really bad recently. It's like after work, I get home late and I'm like, oh, you know what? Let's get some fries or let's go get a burger. It's been really bad lately. We have been doing really bad with fried chicken, chicken strips, like a couple of times a week. I'm not gonna give that like high number, but I'm gonna say it's probably like three to four times a week. But yeah, I mean, it's worth it. It's my favorite. So,
Well, on my end, I'm on quarantine already in France, so I can't leave the house. Literally, I think like from an American perspective, it's kind of. I was saying, like an American perspective about martial law and all that stuff. I think this is probably what we imagine it to feel like because you have to have like a paper, like literally a piece of paper that has your address on it, the reason why you're leaving the house, and where you're going. No, I don't think you have to have where you're going. You just have to mark like if I'm going to the grocery store or to the pharmacy or the doctor.
I wanted to ask you, where do you get that form from? I mean, is it just like a little piece of paper that you fill out at home, or is it like something that like a government form kind of that you have to get from, some sort of a government office?
You can get it online, like it's a PDF, and you can print it out and then fill it out. Or if you don't have a printer, you can handwrite it. And then you also have to have your ID on you as well. It's a bit too strict for me, though. I feel like this is exactly like what most people fear of, like martial law is this type of thing, where you have your paper you have to leave the house with, you have to have your ID. They want to verify everything. If it's not, to their liking, you possibly can get a ticket, and it's at their discretion. I mean, it's even at their discretion how far away from home you can be. I was reading an article about some guy who was going jogging, and they do everything in meters here. So they were saying you could jog between 1 and 2 meters from your house. So like a mile from your house. Real quick.
So just in case people are curious, I mean, I'm in Southern California, Freddie's in France. So, I mean, we have a huge difference. I mean, we're 8 hours apart right now, and 2 different worlds apart, actually. Okay. So they do everything in meters there, and go ahead.
Yeah. And so, they said you could run 1 mile from the place you live. But then there's another article in the same article, they said that some police departments were telling people you could only be a quarter of a mile from your house. So if you were out of that distance, they would give you a ticket. And so I watched the news, and they were giving people tickets that were running in the park, saying, no, you can't run in the park. You have to run in your area. But that literally might just be a small block around you, and that's it. And they don't want people to even walk on the street, really. I mean, I guess some places were saying, like, in Europe, you can't even leave your house to walk your dog. They don't want you leaving the house at all because it keeps spreading.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense, just watching the news and everything and all the videos and pictures and stuff with people crowding beaches or, people. I understand how it's, okay, let's go outside. Let's go on a hike. Let's go for a bike ride. Let's go for a jog. But when they're, you're crammed in like this, person to person to person, and you're hiking, like I saw on the news, like, yeah, that's kind of scary. Like people just walking back to back with each other. And it's like, you don't even know who this person is. You're just hiking. So it's kind of scary in that aspect, like to think about, but.
Yeah, it's a bit, I don't know. It's just a weird time, but it's like one of those moments in history that you just want to make sure that you document. Cause I mean, when stores like empty, like it is now.
Oh, I've taken pictures. Like Right.
Oh, you have?
I don't know. Yeah. I took pictures to the grocery store, and I was like, yeah, I need these. Took them long ways too. But
you took the
around. But yeah, that is something that I wanted to save and something, for the future. Even today, when I went to get this testing done, like I took a couple of pictures. I took a picture of the signs, took a picture of like nurses standing outside, took a picture of me. So, I mean, I'm not going to say like this is like, yeah, actually it is. It's a huge deal. So,
well, normally this stuff always seems to happen like something far away. You know what I mean? It's like it doesn't really happen here, especially like when you're in LA. It's unless it's an earthquake. I mean, we don't really have or mudslides, fires. What else is there? I mean, but beyond that stuff,
Natural
like, we
disaster.
don't have. Yeah, everything natural happens to us at home, but beyond that, we don't really have like anything truly hectic. During an earthquake, you don't see the shelves like bare or people like in such big fear over catching like
You know,
virus.
honestly, the last time I remember something like this happening was Y2K, like 1999. You know, which was the time of what December 31st, 2019. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, 2019, December 31st, 1999 until 2000. And when everyone was like filling up their ice chests and filling up their kitchens and everything with all this stuff because they thought everything was going to crash, and it didn't. But that's the last time that I can remember something this crazy being, even after other huge events and 9/11 and stuff like that. I don't think that anything like this happened,
No. People were. It's weird how people aren't calm right now. But I don't know why the.
Oh, okay.
What happened? Did you lose?
Oh, nothing. There's some lag here. Yeah, I lost your video for a second there.
Which video?
Yeah, I think actually my video is. I think my video was kind of cutting out a little bit too there, actually.
No, yours is okay.
I think we're good. Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
So, I don't know. So, but going back in, so I mean, are they offering testing over there in France, or if you thought that you had been exposed, or if you thought that possibly you had some symptoms, like I mean, right now, if you lost your sense of smell, I mean, what would you do?
I would start crying and start writing my will.
Like, what options do you have there for testing? No, I mean, like, what are available there?
I don't know, to be honest. I know that in the next village there is a clinic. I believe you can. I don't know if you can get tested. I think they might just test your symptom or ask you your symptoms. They're not doing the drive-through thing here, and they're not doing like people aren't wearing masks. I still see a lot of people still walking around. So for the most part, it seems like people aren't really respecting it. But I mean, I guess they're just like exercising. I don't know, because you see groups. But I wanted to go to the grocery store. Oh, did I lose you? Are you there? Yeah, I lost you. Come back, Fernando. I guess it's just me then. So yeah, I'll just continue with my story then. And oh, here he comes. He's coming back. Are you in? Well,
yeah, hang on.
Your audio was also removed. Oh, you wanted to be back in your spot.
Could you hear me while that was going on?
No, you completely
What'd
disappeared. I said you completely disappeared. But I was just gonna.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Oh,
Kitty P.
Who is this?
It's Kitty P.
Kitty P. Look at that little mustache.
Yeah. It's Kitty P. Carmen.
Hi, Kitty P.
Kitty P's my gray baby.
So is she a girl?
Yeah. Her name's Kitty P.
Is she a girl?
Kitty P. Carmen. Yeah, she's a girl.
Well, I would hope that Carmen Kate's female, but I mean,
she always likes to put her head in like anything that like will hide it, and then she goes to sleep.
Maybe because that's cute.
What?
She wanted to be a part of our show today, huh? She wanted to be a part of our show today, huh?
Well, when she left,
Kitty P.
Yeah, when she left, she was like, she said, "Now's my chance to be a star." Because when she left, she said, "Now's my chance to be a star." She wanted to be on the show.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I don't know what happens either. Normally, it's me who has such a bad connection. Oh, so
Yeah, I don't know. Why? I'm not even that. I have all my bars here, so.
well, it's our first show, so there's some technical
I mean, should we
difficulties.
encourage? I mean, is anybody watching right now? I mean, do you guys have any questions for us? Like, what's that, Freddie?
Well, it's weird. There's 5 people watching, and we only have 7 followers, and it's more than likely not anyone we know because we didn't tell anyone we were doing it. We just said, let's just go live just for fun. And then next thing you know, here we are talking about like you having 12 inches down your nose.
Yes. But I mean, I guess anybody watching here, I mean, if they have any questions, they can just type it in, right? If they have any questions for me or you or how conditions or testing conditions or.
I'm curious to know where people are from. Like who's watching us? I mean, this is literally the first time we've ever tried this, and there's 6 whole people watching. Oh no, did you lose?
Cutting out.
Okay, there you are. You're back.
It's really patchy. Can you see me?
Well, yeah, I can see you. But Paul in chat says, we hope you get better soon, Fernando.
Oh, well, thank you. A lot better. But we'll just give it a couple more days.
But every time I hear like a symptom, I'm always like, I must have it. Even though I haven't left, this is my 2nd week in quarantine, and I'm pretty sure they're going to do or maybe even longer because the Netherlands, like Holland, they said they're going to do theirs until June 1st. So like,
my gosh, imagine or no March, one can go April, outside until June 1st.
Yeah, I mean it's if you don't live. Oh, I lost you again. If you don't. What's happening?
You do that? Yes. Did you do that?
No, you did.
Did you flip it?
Disconnected.
Yes.
No. I didn't flip it. Are you losing connections? What's happening?
Hello?
Yes. Maybe it's a conspiracy thing. Like people are like, what's going on here? It's the Russians.
Maybe.
Do you remember? Did you ever see that Pee Wee Herman movie where? Huh?
Have you ever seen that Pee Wee Herman movie? That what?
Where his bike gets stolen, and he's like, "The Russians stole it. I know they stole it." What is it? The PX 90,000 or something?
I haven't. That's the bike, or that's the movie?
It's the bike. You got booted again. I guess we're having some technical difficulties for Fernando's side. And this show is supposed to be about Fernando, and Fernando keeps leaving. What's happening?
I'm thinking that it's just a really crappy connection.
Are you?
I wanted. What's that?
Go ahead.
Oh, so my very important question was, if these people are going to get quarantined until June 1st, where are they getting their toilet paper from? Because I can tell you that when I have gone to the store multiple times, they have been 100% out, like every store that I have gone to.
Well, I didn't see. Actually, I didn't check. Because you know what? When I saw this happening in China, I was like, I feel like everyone's supposed to have their survival kit. I mean, you of all people usually is like so super prepared, so it's just weird for you to not have.
I did not expect that we were going to need to have an abundance of toilet paper. I have never seen the market even half empty on toilet paper. Like they always have so much toilet paper. Costco, like Sam's Club. I mean, you never will go there and you're going to see them running low. It's just not a thing. Like it's never been a thing. And for it to be a thing now, it blows my mind. Like you had made a comment about it earlier. We were talking the other day. You had said, out of all of the monster movies or seen, you have never seen there be an issue with toilet paper. And it's so true. Those movies, they got it wrong. I tell you.
Well, But maybe it's us. Maybe we're supposed to like realize like we need toilet paper at all times. Like, you know what I mean? So now, I mean, can you imagine like I need the what is it? How much did you say you were gonna buy last time? You said 60 rolls for $80.
It was on Amazon. I want to say it was like 60 rolls for like $80, and they were like the individually wrapped ones, and it was for like like if you want a restaurant or a bathroom, or I don't know, like a business or something.
Oh, so it was that it was that sandpaper, like you could have sat at the table with it.
Yeah, pretty much. So, but I don't know. So, I mean, as soon as it becomes available again, I think like that is going to be something that we are going to stock up on, and we're not going to let go down. I don't have a ton of space for it, but I'm going to find space. Like you're going to go in my kitchen, open a cabinet and be like, oh, this is going to be your pans. No, it's going to be toilet paper.
But if you think about it, can you imagine like if it was like apocalyptic times and people are like, I need diamond, I need gold, I need silver, and then like the ultimate thing would be toilet paper, because if you didn't have any factories, it would literally be like worth more than gold. Like really?
Well, I watched some stuff on like people like make little videos on Instagram or whatever. Like I had seen some videos of people, posting like, oh, going to buy some toilet paper. Like they're finding people on what's that called? Like Craigslist or whatever. And they're just going to meet these people and they're just going to buy toilet paper.
Chance encounters in the
cheap,
toilet
like
paper
it was,
aisle.
like a hot commodity. Right? No, like the 2 days ago we went to, I want to say like 4 different markets, and all of them were like so it's so weird. And even going online, like checking all the major store websites, like nothing, they have it on there, but it's just not available to add to your cart or to order. So
why didn't you put like a status out there, like need a roll of toilet paper, willing to pay?
Put it on Instagram or Facebook or what?
Yeah, yes. Start your GoFundMe. I don't want money.
Should I make
just
that
want
post?
Toilet paper.
I
think you should.
Should I make a Craigslist post about that? Looking for toilet paper?
Yeah. Why not? I mean, what else are you? Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
You're possibly contaminating all the scene everywhere you are. I wonder imagine if we could get like the blue light. Could we like go over things and be like germs? Someone needs to invent.
You want to know something? So I was very. I'm sure they have one, but listen. So watched this video on YouTube the other day. I always thought that when you wash your hands, with that whole 20-second thing, but antibacterial soap. So when you use soap, it had to be antibacterial, otherwise you weren't killing all those germs, right? So we were watching this thing on YouTube, and it was about washing your hands, and they pretty much said that it can be any soap. Like, I mean, it can even be like shower gel, and the reason was because that those germs and the virus, they're encompassed in like a fatty like material. So when it gets onto your hands, it's like this like fat material that's like sticking to your skin. And when you wash it off just with water, you like aren't washing it off, right? Because the water just kind of goes over it. But when you put any amount of soap and you scrub and you're vigorously washing like all over the place, you're getting the soap everywhere. You're getting that soap mixed into that fatty material that's on that germ or that virus, and it's actually washing it away. So that's why they say you got to do 20 seconds of scrubbing, and supposedly that is going to just wash the germ down the sink. And they actually had this like lotion that you can put on, and they had a red light. They had a black light, like a UV light, and this like lotion was supposed to imitate germs or the viruses. So you put it on your hands, you rub it in like lotion, and then you turn the water on, and then you add your soap, and then you wash your hands. And they showed like, okay, well, this is what 10 seconds does. And they turn the black light on, and it was still all over your hands. And so then they showed after 20 seconds, and then they showed in the sink, and you can see like the virus was getting like washed down the sink. And it was actually very informative and really cool because I had no idea that so it really worked. I was just like, okay, well, I put this on my hands. Can I leave it there for 20 seconds? Do I have to keep scrubbing? Like, how does this work? Can it just be 10 seconds? Like, and I didn't think that the virus was all over my hands. I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe it was like a 1 spot or 2 spots or something. But I will say that this Corona thing has really taught me one major thing, and that's wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands, but wash them for 20 seconds, which, to be completely honest, I don't remember the last time I washed my hands for 20 seconds before all this happened. I mean, what about you? I mean, when you wash your hands, how long do you actually wash them for? Don't tell me 20 seconds. 20 seconds.
It depends on what I'm doing, because like if I'm outside, like in the garden, I'll wash them for longer, obviously, because my hands will be covered in like sap and whatever. Because I'm just I'm just in the garden. I don't know. I don't really think about it though. Just until they feel clean, like when you feel your skin, like if there's like oily or whatever. I mean, I want it to feel like super clean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I kind of feel you too. But I mean, give me a time frame. Like, you know what? You had just been out running errands in your home, and you just want to wash your hands before you eat. Like, how long are you scrubbing them for?
Oh, if I've been out and about, if I've been to like a mall or something, I'm really going to do the full. I'm going to be like 30 seconds. Or I might even like wash them and then be like, no. I got to wash them again. You know what I mean? Like, I might be like worried about that. Because have you seen that thing? Like, there's that like videos of like people like licking things. So that's how I think in my head. I'm like, there's some guy who's just like, big old cat tongue, cow tongue. Like,
how clean are your hands right now? How clean are your hands right now? Are they lickable?
Yeah.
I mean,
oh well, I was touching the cat right now, though. I was touching the cat, so I probably wouldn't.
Your cat should be clean. I did not just lick my hand, for the record. I imitated it, but I could. It is lickable.
Well, there could be corona on those hands, though.
There could be. And if there is, then what?
Actually, so wait, are you going to like, if you do test positive, are you going to be like over here, like spraying your house down, or is it not even going to? Because I was thinking that, like, if I have the germs, am I going to be scared of the germs? Like, it's like whenever you're sick, do you ever think like sometimes
if I do come back,
Go ahead.
I think the thing is, like, your body like has some sort of like immunity to it. Like, once you're sick and like recovered from it, like I think on like a normal cold or like, normal flu, like once you're recovered from it, I think your body has some sort of immunity to it. And that was my biggest question and concern, about the coronavirus, is that if, for example, I do come back and test positive for it, like, am I going to have some sort of immunity to it? Or, once I'm, past my recovery stage and I go outside, if I come into contact with somebody else, if I'm not contagious, but what, am I able to get it again? And there really hasn't been a definite answer yet, because I've looked.
Oh, but I thought they said, it was for sure.
I think we just need more time.
Some people have gotten it twice.
They don't know. Have they really?
Yeah.
Was it worse the second time?
That I don't know. Actually, I haven't even bothered to look. I mean, I literally, I've been in quarantine. I haven't left my house for nothing except for that one time I went to the grocery store. And even then, when I was in the grocery store, like I turned an aisle and there was like this girl, and like we were like face to face, and she's like,
she held her
literally
breath.
like she was holding her breath when she saw me. She totally did. And anytime, when you're like walking in the grocery store and you approach like someone in the aisle, the person would go the other way. Like every time I approached. So I guess they thought I had the virus. So I was just like, this could work for me.
Maybe just play it safe.
Yeah, but
sorry.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you never know though, but I guess if yeah, no, I don't know. I don't think who wants to be sick? I hate being sick. But I was gonna say, it's like one of those things, like, whenever you've been sick and you like use a lot of Kleenexes, and then sometimes you'll find like a dried one. I wonder if that can reinfect you or not.
Oh, that's a good question. I wonder. I wish that we could video in a doctor. Could you imagine that right now if we were just,
We
like calling a
could.
doctor? You and I each
We
have,
could. I have a friend who's.
I do too, but at the same time, how do you even do that? You just send them an invite?
Yeah, you send him an invite, or just text him now if he or she can reply. Just ask him like, "Hey, if I have coronavirus and the Kleenex dries, and I find it and I touch it again, could I get it again?"
Okay, hold on.
Okay. It's so interesting this live, like people just come and watch you.
Right?
Yeah, because like people will like you can see the numbers go up and down. Like there's someone who like they'll watch for like a bit, they might leave, then another one to come in, or three or four, and it's kind of cool for someone with only 7 whole followers or subscribers that we had up to our full number of subscribers, and I don't know. I don't even know who our subscribers are. Did you get a reply?
No.
Well, I guess it'll happen eventually. So besides you maybe having Corona, what have you been up to?
Hang on a second. Can you see that?
You did a banner. I love it. I didn't forgot to do that. What happens if you touch a germy tissue? Oh yeah, I forgot that we can highlight comments. Hold on, look. Wait. Look. No, put the banner back. Why'd you take the banner off? Thanks, Paul.
That.
Hold on. Wait, can I show that? Oh yeah, Fernando and Freddie say thank you. Oh.
Oh, you want me to put that banner back?
No. I just think it's funny.
Uh-oh, can you? What?
I said I think it's funny. We totally forgot that we can highlight the comments. This is cool that we both can do this at the same time. Hold on. What is this? Oh, we have a brand? Oh, we didn't even do any of this stuff. We can put our logo up.
So
I guess next time we'll have to put our logo up.
Oh, have you finished that yet? Yeah. Response back, I said, okay. Oh, hold on. Let me do this real quick.
Yeah, hold on. Put the banner back on, please.
Okay, hold on. So my question was, okay, so if somebody has a virus, corona or and they were to use a tissue, then leave that tissue on the counter. Then a few days later, when you get better, touch that same tissue again. Can you get sick from that tissue? And the response is not a few days. I think COVID can survive on a surface for 24 hours, which I don't know because I have read. Oh, thanks.
I thought someone said it was 9 days, or is it 9 hours?
You know what? I don't know because I've seen a couple of different things. Now, one of them was that it can like survive on like metal for, I think it was like 5 days, or it can survive on other things for like different amounts of time. Yeah. But at the same time, I just got a response and it's a link. Okay, let's open this link up and see. Now, and then somebody else was saying, like if you order something from Amazon, they recommend that you kind of leave it on, your porch for a couple of days.
No.
And just kind of, or a day, I'm sorry, 24. They said leave it on your porch if you can for 24 hours to make sure that it gets decontaminated. They said that, and it was on the news when they said it too. And I think that the reason that they were like suggesting that was because what if the delivery man, has it or something? All right, hang on. Let's see.
But if you did that, someone's going to steal your package for sure. I mean, if you were like,
that was the
oh yeah,
problem.
I bought my new Mac Air is on the porch, but I can't touch it for 24 hours. Someone's going to be like, oh, yoink.
All right, hang on.
Wait, didn't you have a problem once where someone was stealing your Amazon packages?
Oh my gosh, I've had like 3 packages stolen. Yeah.
But what happens when they steal it? Do you get reimbursed or?
It depends who it's from. Typically, yes. Like Amazon, for example, will actually just refund you. There's some other companies. I had another package stolen from Kohl's, and unfortunately, this is the saddest story ever. But so in November, I had ordered these tennis shoes, and they were for running, and I love them so much. They had such good reviews, and I'm like, oh, they were on special. So I ordered them, my size. Unfortunately, it was the wrong size. It was one size too small. So different brands, different sizes. I think this was a size 12 and it was a 13. There were some Nike shoes. And unfortunately, they so I had them, right? So the wrong size. And so I went to go order the correct size and they were not available. They were not available up until February. So February comes around. I'm like, finally, I was checking like 3-4 times a week, right? So order these shoes. My new ones get delivered. And sure enough, the new ones that got delivered got stolen. So I'm like, oh my gosh. So then I went through and I was like live chatting with the lady at Kohl's. And she was like, oh, I'm so sorry. They're not available. But what I can do is I can refund you. I'm like, oh no, I want these shoes. But I'm like, all right, that's fine. So she just refunded me.
Why couldn't you just go in the store and buy them?
No one had them. They weren't available. It was just like out of stock. I don't know why. Maybe they're a popular, what is that, a model or something of a shoe? I don't know. Hold on.
There's a sneaker website that people sell a lot of shoes on. My neighbor, he buys and sells shoes all the time. But he'll buy like 6 pairs of something, and then he'll sell them to his like friends at school.
Oh yeah, keep talking. I got you.
Yeah, so he'll buy the. I love how you picked this up really quick for our first show. This is kind of cool that like you're all pro. Are you going to get a ring light next? And be like,
so listen real quick,
guys. Okay,
a ring light. I have a ring light. Should we be using? Should I be using my soft touch lights or my soft boxes and my ring light?
Please do. Please do.
Where's yours? All right. So for some reason, a Ralph's ad just popped up here. But anyways, here we go. Okay. So what?
Hold on. I have a ring light. Hold on. I want to show it to you.
Are you good? All right. While you do that, let me read this here real quick on this article. I can't see you. Okay. So how long is coronavirus detectable on surfaces? All right. So aerosols. I don't even know what an aerosol is. That's like a spray can, right? Aerosols?
Yeah.
It says 3 hours. Copper. Cardboard is 24 hours. Now, this is why they say to leave those Amazon packages on your porch for 24 hours, because it'll stay on there for 24 hours. Stainless steel is 2 to 3 days, and plastic is 2 to 3 days. So
wait, but stainless steel is supposed to
what?
I thought stainless steel was cold, so it would die. Okay, look.
I don't know. I think that is tiny. All right, we'll turn it on. Let's see.
Look. 3 settings.
Is one of them like a natural?
A ring light. Oh, it usually goes on your phone. So you put the ring light. So
what if you connect it to your? What if you connect it? What if you connect it to your computer right now?
I wanted to connect it, but then the thing is, it's pretty strong. So I was like, what if it like cracks the screen? One time, I was at work and I literally was like playing with like one of my friends. I was like, "What's that?" And I poked the screen, shattered. The monitor was
on what
gone.
The computer?
So, yeah. So I was like, "Oh, never do that again." And then he did it right back to my screen as well. So we were both out for the day.
You broke your.
Yeah, because I poked his screen. So he's like, he was like,
Oh man.
boom. Yeah, so it shattered my screen. What is that you're drinking? I love that you have ice in your drink. You know they don't do ice here?
It's water.
Oh, do you remember my?
They don't. What do you mean they don't do ice?
They don't like ice here. I guess because it's a cold country, they don't like ice in their drinks. But I feel like I need ice in everything.
Real quick. So what were you gonna tell me? Like you said, you remember when?
Oh, I wasn't sure what
No.
adventure I was gonna tell. Oh, I was thinking of your champagne adventure that you should tell.
My champagne adventure.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like champagne. But oh man. No, but on a side note, do they use straws there?
But
Like you go to a if Corona wasn't a thing right now and restaurants were open and you went to a restaurant right now, would you be able to get a straw? Like, is that a thing?
no, it depends on where. What if you go to like a chain restaurant, you'll be able to get a straw. Like when I but by here, but I when I say chain, they're not really many chain restaurants. I would say almost most of the time, no, you wouldn't be able to get a
Well,
straw, and that's not even to do with like environmental things. It's just that they don't do straws. Like when they give you an ice,
oh, because
literally
like
two
here,
cubes.
really, are they cheap or
Yeah,
is it just like you just said it's not a thing?
it's not a thing. People don't use ice. It
Hmm.
drives me crazy when you like in summertime and you're like dying of thirst, and they give you like this warm ass drink, and you're like, "Pah,
Do you want a
yuck."
warm Coca-Cola, Freddie?
Oh yeah, I love warm
Um,
Coke.
it's like, well, here is the thing. Like when you go to the like, even if you like go in to eat somewhere or you're dining in a restaurant, like they bring you your soda and you got to ask for a straw. They don't even offer it to you, and it's all because that one turtle that had, that straw stuck up its nose.
There was a turtle with a
You
straw
did see
in
that,
its
didn't you? You know
nose.
what I'm
What?
talking about?
No, I don't.
Yeah, yeah, there was it was like a viral thing, and then like all the people were protesting, like, "Oh, save the turtle, save the turtles!" And it was literally from like what I saw. I mean, all I could find was that one like viral photo. But I mean, I guess it is better for the environment if we don't use straws. So
Well,
it is
yeah. I
what it
mean, it's
is.
a single-use item. I mean, I guess it. Well,
On
I'm
a
so
side
used to
note,
not using straws here now. Go ahead.
I did order some stainless steel straws. I haven't used them yet, but they came with almost the same looking thing that they stuck up my nose today. But it was like a little pipe cleaner for the straw. So I have a 6-pack of those
A six-pack of metal straws.
stainless steel straws. Yes,
How much were
they're
those?
usable. They're eco-friendly. It was cheap. It was like $6. They were like $1 a straw.
But what if it's like poison metal? Like, what if it
So I got those.
rust?
I doubt it's gonna rust. I think it's stainless steel. Stainless steel doesn't rust, does it?
No, it doesn't. But if it's not real stainless steel, because it might have been made in a country that doesn't really respect the restrictions. I don't know.
I'm not dying from. I'm gonna end up with what is that called when you have to get a tetanus? I'm gonna end up with
Yeah,
tetanus.
tetanus. Well, you have a tetanus shot already, haven't you?
I'm gonna put a Yeah, but you have to get it every so many years. I don't remember the last time I got one.
I should get one now. So apparently, you can get tetanus from rose bushes.
Really?
But I got. Did I tell you? Yeah, yeah.
Did you tell me what?
And I was about my rabbit.
Do you have a pet rabbit too?
Yeah, she lives in the garden. She's
So you have a
she's
cat and
wild.
a
She's free.
rabbit?
I have a cat, rabbit, and a dog, and a canary. Yeah, and a couple of
What
shrimp
kind of
and
dog do
fish.
you have?
A whippet.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so real quick, while you're talking about shrimp, so
Yeah. Oh, you eat shrimp now?
I told you I don't have any sense. No, I don't eat shrimp now, but no sense of smell, and my taste is way off. So like I can barely taste, right? So we're eating this like little like fruit the other day, and it
What
was like
fruit?
2 days ago, and it was like strawberries, mandarin, like tiny little oranges, like the cuties, but just like they were
Yeah.
broken. It had grapes and I don't know, pineapple or something. So I was eating eating it, and someone was like, "Oh, it's kind of reminds me of the consistency of shrimp," and I'm like, "Oh, shrimp," as I'm eating it, and almost was like, "Oh, I don't want to finish this. It's shrimp." And it was kind of grossed me out, but I had to swallow it. I mean,
But you've never tried shrimp before.
I have once, and I did not enjoy it.
I thought you didn't enjoy, because remember the one time I told your mom that we should go eat something, and she's like, "We don't eat that." I was like, "What do you mean we don't eat that?"
Yeah, I mean, I might have when I was a kid, but I mean, as like an adult, like it just hasn't been something that I have
What
wanted.
about
I don't
like
like seafood. I've tried several different
what?
seafoods. What about what?
You don't like any seafood?
What?
Not even like fried calamari rings, crab
None.
legs, lobster.
That just grosses me out. Like the smell for one, I cannot get over. But I mean, I've tried other seafoods before. Like I've tried salmon, and I've tried swordfish. Is it maybe the swordfish, like the fish, like the steak of the sea? But yeah, and it's just not a thing. I didn't like it. It just wasn't for me. But the whole thing too, yeah, with
Wow.
the what's it called, the shrimp. I mm. You like seafood, yeah?
Yeah, of
Is it like a
course.
favorite?
I mean, I think everyone does.
Not everyone.
Well, pretty much everyone. But wait, I forget you eat only. I forgot that we always. I remember Fernando always eats chicken.
Yeah, that's like my go-to is chicken. Hence my chicken strip addiction.
Yeah, but I just remember when we used to. Where would we go? And you would always order chicken, and it would just be funny watching you eat like a chicken breast.
From where? Where would we go? Carl's Jr.?
Was it Carl's Jr.? I miss
Maybe it
Carl's
was.
Jr. Can I tell you when I was in Mexico? I was in Mexico City, and I would go to the gym, and then after I would go to Carl's Jr. like pretty much every day, and
Oh my
because I missed
gosh.
it so much, I wanted Wendy's. I really did want Wendy's, and apparently there was 3 in Mexico City, and there was one listed in some way off far place, and it wasn't there anymore. I was so bummed
Oh,
out.
did you
I
commute all the
know,
way over there too? Did
yeah,
you go
but
all
I
the way
mean, it was
there to
okay.
realize that it was gone? Oh,
Yeah, I mean, it said it might be closed on Google, but I was like, I don't care. And then when I was in um, Miami, apparently there was supposed to be a Wendy's in there as well in the airport, and I didn't find it,
oh
which
man. You
sucked.
know
I
what?
know. I was
Maybe
like,
I'll have to.
I just wanted
Maybe
like a
I'll have to put
little
some in a box.
burger.
A
What?
little burger, the square burgers, right?
Yeah, I wanted like one of those
The square meats.
bacon, like, because you know what? You can't find like, well, you can find bacon, but the bacon here is like literally paper thin. So like you could see through the bacon. Like they don't have like bacon like at home. So like I was just like I want like a Wendy's like burger. Like you know what I mean? Like right now I would I want Del Taco and I want a Wendy's burger. Maybe even
Del
Taco
Taco.
Bell.
Del
I've
Taco
never
is
eaten.
so cheap, but it's so good.
It's
Um,
so
uh, did I tell you? Did I
what?
tell you about the like 5 foot long nachos that we got like a couple weeks ago?
What 5 foot long nachos?
I'll have to
Tell
send
me.
you the picture. It was from Taco Bell, and it was legit like maybe not 5 feet, at least 3 feet, and it was all nachos. It was actually really good. It was only $10 too. It was enough food. It was a lot of
Wait,
food
you
actually,
you
but
you really? It's really a lot. How much is it?
yeah. It was $10. Hang on. I don't know where this photo is.
When exactly was it? It wasn't a long time ago. It was just. Oh, here it is. Can you see that?
Yes. Yeah, I love how you guys you took a picture of you. Like, look at my nachos like it's a big fish. Like, look.
My big fish nachos.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, they
Yeah.
were delicious. So, in the next, I'm going to say in the next month is when I'm working on my vlog, my personal vlog. And I'm going to start out with 15 episodes of chicken chips. I found this article and it discussed the top 15 chicken strips at fast food chains. And,
wait, where can we see your vlog?
Well, I haven't created it yet, but it's going to be on my personal YouTube. But that's where it's going to launch out, and I'm thinking that it's going to launch out in probably the next month or so. But that is going to be my first 15 episodes are going to be for the chicken chips.
Well, then,
why are you looking?
If you're going to
do
that, I'm going to open up my own vlog. Because how can you do a show without me?
It's gonna be my fooding blog, the vlog video blog. But
I want to eat too.
Now. Well, unfortunately, I don't think they're gonna have these chains that are over there.
I know,
but yeah, I'm just thinking about it. I'm actually kind of excited.
Well, okay, I'm gonna do an unboxing of those cool, like those Asian noodles that you just pour water in and they self-heat. I ordered a bunch of them off of Amazon, and I'm going to make videos with that then. And I would here, but apparently I need my own channel. My own vlog channel. No, because you're going to make
your own vlog. Yeah, that's true.
Channel.
I am. Well, I have my own private. I have my own private personal channel, but I mean, I haven't used that in a while. But so I'm gonna have to incorporate and figure out what exactly I'm doing for my vlog. And I think once the whole Corona is gone, probably months away actually, because with everything going on right now, it just doesn't seem very doable. Especially one of the places, I think the closest location they have is in Chicago. And I can't remember what it's called, but
to do what?
We're going to have to do a destination trip for that. To go try these chicken strips. Hang on. Let me see if I can find the name of it. We'll have to plan a trip.
I'm due for a visit.
Hang on.
Let's go to New York.
Oh, here we go. It's a Thrillist.
Warm.
Hang on. Let me tell you what it's called. Oh, it's I think, is it Jollibee's? Let's see if this is it. No, it's not.
You know what I want to try?
What is it?
I want to go to Maine and eat a po' boy. Oh, yeah, but you don't eat seafood. I want to try one of those fried lobster sandwiches.
Oh, wait, Freddie, it's called a Culver's. No. So it's called a Culver's. A Culver's? And that's the name of it, like Culver City, Culver's.
Okay.
And that's going to be the one that's going to be like further away. But it's going to be a thing. It's going to happen. But it's like number 3, so it's 3, 2, 1. Number 1 is the best. So I mean, it's going to be 12 episodes before that. So.
But they're in the Midwest. You can go anywhere in the Midwest. Oh, but you want to go to Chicago?
No, I think Chicago is the closest one to me. I think looking at when I looked it up online.
Well, I guess it says they're all in the Midwest and Wisconsin. That'd be an interesting place to visit, Wisconsin.
Yeah, say I've been there. Knock it off my bucket list. I mean, if it's on my list, I don't even know what's out there.
Wisconsin's on your bucket list.
Kind of fun. No, actually.
It's not. Look, there's people like holding up. It does look good. Hold on, let's see.
Yeah,
they have 740 locations.
Oh, interesting.
Wisconsin, Midwest. Oh, there's one in Arizona.
Oh, is there really? The closest one that I could find.
Yeah.
Are you sure you're on the right website?
I'm on their Wikipedia. There's 20 in Arizona, 20 to 40.
Well, maybe they closed those. I don't know. Maybe
There's
you should
20
get
to
off Wikipedia
40
and go
in
to their actual
Arizona.
website.
Hold on. There's number of culvers per state as of December 2019, 20 to 40 in Arizona. So you don't have to go all the way.
And that
to
was
Chicago.
2019.
Yeah,
Dang, I can drive to
2019.
Arizona. Dang. Well, we were actually talking about maybe going to Alabama for that testing.
What?
Tasting. Tasting. Testing.
To eat what?
To eat chicken. All right, Freddie. I think I'm gonna have to call it a night.
Yeah, I know we could wrap it up, but hold on. I want you to say that again. To do what?
To eat chicken.
Chicken.
All right, Freddie.
Okay, hold on. Before we go, I don't know if it's still on. Are you there, or did I lose you?
No.
Okay.
Can you see me still?
Well, you're frozen.
Oh.
But
all right, give me a high five to the pilot, Freddie.
Wait, hold on.
Give me a high five
before you go. High five, clack. But
what?
I actually had a job. I had a job proposal to do it was to do an interview. It was to interview someone for a book in Alabama. So I could meet you guys there to eat chicken.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah. Well, this has been fun.
Let's do it. Let's go there and eat some chicken.
I think we should both like hold up our mics and just talk like this because it'd probably sound much better. Like we're like live on the radio.
Oh, does this sound a little bit better than my mic sitting down on the counter?
How does mine sound? Better or not?
It does. It does sound a lot better. It does sound like, you're direct in, but it's just awkward and uncomfortable.
I need to get one of those like a radio show. Like, okay, yeah, Fernando.
Could you imagine?
I know you're hungry and you're going to get chicken.
Could you imagine the entire time we're just like doing this, like, and our mics are like right here? I mean, that doesn't actually look very bad. I thought it wouldn't look good, but it actually doesn't look bad. I mean, can you hear me better like this?
Much better. When I was on a radio show, that's how the mics usually are. They're on a thing that pulls out to your face and you just talk like right into it with the windscreen. I think we're going to both have to get those. But this has been a fun first show. I hope people like, comment, and subscribe or hit the dislike button.
Until next time, Freddie.
Yeah. It's been good, Fernando. Speak to you soon.
All back. All right. Bye.
Bye. Look. Okay, so now we're back.